Good afternoon, boys and girls, children of all ages, and welcome to another exciting episode of CertaPro Painters. Oklahoma City presents Montez at midday. I'm your host, Dre Montez, and I hope everyone is doing well on this Throw It Thursday. It is NFL Draft Day, good people. How is everyone doing today? All right, it's time to don our colors and appreciate the fact it is our day. It is a national holiday. Everyone is in a good mood. The birds are chirping. Beautiful women are walking small dogs. Everyone's picking up their dog poo. Can you smell it in the air? Oh my God, it is gridiron season. It's the day. The next 3 days, we get to yell at the TV. Ooh and ah. Send crazy text messages. Do insanely comments on Twitter or make a comment on a photo. Crazy memes are going to pop up. Who's going to be right? I told you so. Where's our favorite college player that we didn't tell nobody going to end up? How many days are you watching? You don't care about the draft. You only wait until your team pick. You're a girl dad this weekend. You forgot it was the draft. Or you don't give a damn. You just want to wait till football season. Comment, make it make sense. But either way, how we doing, good people? Let's raise that roof. Raise that roof a little bit. There you go. High fives in the building. Chest bump this thing. Hug it out. Hope all is well. That was a good hug. Did you get your morning walk in? Okay. Are you hydrated? Okay. Are you appreciating the fact that you walked out that door in a positive attitude? There you go. Right. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you as well. If you're moving to a new spot, and this is the final weekend, you're moving on. You're spreading your wings. You're getting the hell out the house. You got your own shit. You got the keys. You bought a new car. You finally got your driver's license. You're legally able to drive. You got your license and insurance. Your tags and titles are all done, and you did it all by yourself. I'm proud of you. See? Happiness is spread it all around. If one person is happy and you go around 3 people, within 10 minutes, you're going to have 4 people happy. I'm telling you. The vibrations and the energy is everywhere. It's like that song, Rhythm. Rhythm is a dancer. You can feel it everywhere. It's a dancer. Maybe it's because it's football day. It's just something about looking at the football highlights, the predictions of the draft, the commentating, the numbers, the sports ticker, all of it. It just makes it feel like it's almost September, that special time of the year. All right, good people. I'm always dropping stuff lately. I'm trying to configure this thing to make it make sense for as ergonomically sound, being 6'2", try to configure this thing. It has been driving me nuts on what to do because I thought I was going to hang the TVs, but after a severe 420 thought session in the morning cup of coffee, it helps. I would have to stand up and move even closer to the televisions if I put them on the wall. Even if what would be the purpose of putting them on the wall if I got to pull it all the way off the wall to see the TV? That's the thing. But I'm still trying to configure something to make sense. I've been all over the internet looking at different ideas. You give them you take a picture of the place and they can send you a mock idea brand. Technology is something. It is real. You can do so much from the comfort of your own home. You really can. All right, let's get through our pillars of the day. We're going to let it go. Ignore them. Give it time. Don't compete. Stay calm. It's on you, and laugh. I heard this before the show. Parents, let me tell you why you don't lie to your kids. For one, don't talk grown folk shit around your kids, especially the young ones, because they want to know what it means. So I'm watching this movie, and this guy is talking about his brother walked in on him in high school, finger banging his girlfriend. His daughter, probably 7, says, "Dad, what's finger banging?" You know what he said? It's a high five. That's why you shouldn't lie to your kids. Message of the day, people. Message of the day. Look like they're doing yoga on the news. Squat and thrust and squat and thrust. Maybe we should work out together. If I'm walking on a treadmill doing the show, maybe that'd encourage some people to walk out. They say if you see somebody doing it, like 3 other 4 or 5 or 10 people are joining. So that it may be something we could think about, do 1 show or 2 shows a week while I'm working out and doing the show, counting calories and getting some content out there to the people, by the people, of the people. Moving right along. Let's get on into the show because today is our day, people. Today is our day. If you are dating a football fan, if you work with a football fan, if you produced a football fan, if you are a football fan, high five yourself. High five someone. Chest bump somebody today, huh? Point to somebody donning their team colors today and just don't talk shit. Just give them that smile and nod. You know what today is. Good luck. You as well. Good luck to you. I hope you get who you want. Hope you get what you need. There you go. Good luck. That's how today should be. Let's all give each other a good luck day. All football fans, good luck. There's no shit talking today. Let's all wish we get the draft picks that we need. Not want, that we need, okay? It's called a needs analysis, okay? We'll get into that in a minute. But hey, how we doing? I'm so happy, so ecstatic. It is football season. It is here. I don't know what you are doing this evening for your draft party or draft situation, or if you give 2 fucks. But I will be doing a live show with the draft. I'm not going to Mel Kiper it. I'm not going to Ryan Clark it. I'm going to watch the draft like you do and make comments as it's going on. It's not going to be a bunch of dialogue. I'm only going to do it for the first 10 picks. I may have a couple of guests on the show, part of the Dre Six, being my oldest daughter, Quan, my oldest son, Storm, Dre Jr., and Tim may be joining, as well as my co-host on Monday, D. So that's this evening. Probably start that about maybe 45 minutes before the draft. Eating food, talking football, getting our hopes and dreams. It's like a Santa Claus wish list back in the day. When you were kids, you and your cousins would get together and you'd write out your Christmas list and give it to your mom and dad when they just right about tipsy. Yeah, you know how to get Christmas gifts back in the day. Already in the building. Look like we got some folks joining the show today. Who's in the building? Bugler, sound your horn. Sound your horn. What's up, bro? Got my brother Jason all the way in from Alabama. What's going on, cuz? What's going on, my brother? My brother Jason in the building. Thanks for tuning in, man. Good luck in the draft tonight. Good luck in the draft tonight. Good luck in the draft to you. So, back to what I was saying. Let's get on into the show. Let's get on into the show. All right. Hug a football person today. Slap somebody on the ass and chest bump somebody. Keep it all football. All football. All right. NBA. I observe things a different way. I think everybody does. Everybody watches the game. You watch the game for different things, different reasons, different signs. You have a way you watch the game. You probably watch the game with your friends, your boys, at the bar, alone, with your loved one. It don't matter. You're watching the game. But when you break down the game and you know the team and you know about the team, it makes it even more better when it gets to that point of satisfaction. Case in point with the Miami Heat. Is everyone in the classroom here? Is everyone here? Everyone's here. Okay. What was Eric Spoelstra's job before he became head coach? Does anyone know what Eric Spoelstra did to get his foot in the door? Yes. Bob, what you say? He was a videographer. Okay. Let's break that down to purest form. He broke down game film. He broke down game film for the coaches to study as well as the players. So what does that give that dude? Yes, Chris. An advantage. There you go. Okay, so two words of the day. He was a videographer, okay, and he has an advantage. Not saying that every coach doesn't have the same tools and resources as Eric Spoelstra, but he knows what to look for. He knows how to get his players ready for the defensive matchup as well as their offensive opportunities. When I realized what Eric Spoelstra said after that game one loss to Boston, in the look in his eyes, I said to myself, he's about to have that Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan moment. This motherfucker's not going to sleep tonight. He's going to go home and break down film bit by bit, second by second, and figure it out. Because nothing hurts the mindset, the mental mindset, when you don't know the why. That drives anyone when you don't know the why. You ever got into an argument with your loved one, your spouse, your partner, and you driving to work, you're like, what the fuck happened? You replaying in your head like, what the hell happened? You at the light, you tripping, they blowing the horn at you. Now you turn into road rage. Fuck you, motherfucker. But it all started because you don't know the why. And Eric Spoelstra figured it out. I'm going to say this one more time. The highest percentage point for the three-pointers where, kids? Yes, Deborah? The corner. Where are the people leaving people undefended at right now? The elbow. The elbow is getting 67% of the three-pointers in the playoffs right now. It's like, I understand everybody has a spot in the space in the NBA, the new NBA. Instead of man, understand what a zone is. Instead, they go to fucking spots. And if you don't understand that from a defensive standpoint, we at home at television, like, what the hell are you doing? But that's the new NBA. They have spots to go to. Not the man, not the but spots. Whoever changed the analytics of sports, I hope you're happy. You're the type of person that puts on sock shoe. The type of person that does that. That came out with these sports analytics. Before that word came out, verbiage being put to use and people telling people about it, we were fine. We were fine. I said what I said. This New York Knicks and Philadelphia 76ers series is so funny from the fans' perspective on social media. Look here, man. When you haven't been to the postseason in a long time and you're leading the series, hey, do your thing. Let it come out. Since 1994, they could be in the sports world. It's looking like 1994, according to New York Ranger fans and New York Knicks fans. A lot of similarities going on from 1994, from the weather to the person of interest to where teams were at postseason-wise. It's kind of leading up to 1994. But until then, the fans, the creative fans that are making these videos in support of the Knicks is genius. It is genius. Now, as I mentioned the other day, I can't figure out Joel Embiid. We understand coming out of Kansas, we know it was called what, kids? One more time, Marcus? The process. Good job, Marcus. Good job. The process. If we look at the process right now, I'm still confused on Joel Embiid. When is he healthy? He always looked like he's in pain. He runs, he walks, he talks like he's in a lot of pain. That's one guy we'll really hear from when his NBA playing days are over with. I want to hear from Joel Embiid. I really do. As dominant as he is, by the time he gets to the postseason, He's worn out. He's done. You can't rest him in the season, okay? Thanks, Kawhi Leonard. The load management shit, when everybody caught on to that, now you got the commissioner, you got the labor board involved on how many games you can play to qualify for these season awards. You want the man healthy in the postseason, but he over 7 feet tall. He takes a beating and doesn't even technically play down low anymore. And what does he shoot his threes? From the top or from where? Say it with me again, the elbow. If Joel Embiid can somehow get healthy, this could be a nice matchup. But if he's not healthy and old Johnny Kemp wake up for the Knicks, this could break out the brooms. And New York is going to lose their mind. So my take right there on the NBA. Lakers, I can't say anything negative or positive about the Lakers. I got to pull something from the movie The Replacements when they were losing that last game they were going to play before all the players came back. And Keanu Reeves was watching the game on the boat. And the reporter went up to Gene Hackman and said, "Hey, coach, what's wrong?" Heart. You got to have heart. That's what's wrong with the Lakers. They don't have it. Look at the body language when coach calling the play. Who the fuck paying attention? We all been in a classroom of a substitute teacher or a teacher we didn't like giving us information. Body language is off. There's no leadership. Everybody wants to be the man on the Lakers, but nobody wants to be what, kids? A leader. A leader. And that's what my Lakers need. That's what they need. Moving right along. Next up, on the comedic side of things, there's this guy that's making these videos on social media. And it makes me think of the neighborhood yard people, the leaf blower people, the leaf blower people. This guy is going around with a leaf blower, like doing commercial yard work, it looks like to me. But somehow he turns the leaf blower up and it exposes a woman's wig. Her wig is coming off. It's go. Whether you're by yourself, with your partner, how would you handle that? Another thing, who chooses the hairstyle under the wig? I've always wanted to know that. When the wig come off, that's not the fact. That's good you can wear a wig. I think that's awesome. But it's the hairstyle up under the wig that gets me. That's why I laugh. Hey, nothing wrong with wearing a wig. Nothing wrong with wearing a wig. I think it's awesome for role play. Role play, safe word night, stranger, hide the neighbor night, kidnapping night. I think wigs are awesome. But when you know you're wearing a wig and you're on your way to work, the hairstyle up under the wig is what it dropped. It is the funniest thing in any movie when they put it in a movie. It is the funniest thing ever to me when they do that in movies, for sure. Who's tuned in with us today? Who's here tuned in with us? What's up, Graham? What's up? What's up? All right, good people. Moving right along. Where we at next? Okay, what we got next? We got that out the way. Okay. Well, it's prom season. We talked about the advice for prom. We're going to keep it positive. I saw an ad today on social media. Had 4 black kids on the front with lawnmowers. In the article, it was telling these teenagers are, trying to make a little money, do something good in the neighborhood. If you need your grass cut, call this number. We always sharing stories when kids do something bad, when kids are doing something good. There's no likes, there's no comments, there's no shares, there's none of that. So if you know of a kid, maybe your own kid or someone in your neighborhood or community that's doing something out there good to better themselves, better their community, or starting something, whether for profit, not for profit, a part of a good cause, feel free to share that on social media. You never know who needs their house cleaned, who needs a pet sitter, a dog walker, a car wash, their yard done, their yard cleaned, garage cleaned out. Someone to do some things around the house they don't have the time to do, nor the energy, but they have the money to pay someone to do things like that. Because when I was a kid, back in the day, back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. That was a strategy to this on how to get money for the summer because you want to do shit. You want to go to Six Flags, you want to go to the carnival, you want to go to a baseball game, you want to buy some stuff. Games back then were what? Games were $15? No, $25 in. $25 for video games, like $1 million to a kid. But now I see that trend starting to come back around. So if you have something like that to share, maybe a kid you know, you go to church with, a coworker of yours. I'm not talking about no damn candy bars either. We're talking about physical fucking work. Kids doing stuff like that, let's share it. Let's do it for the kids. Let's do it for the kids. We're going to take a short break here and come back with more of CertaPro Painters. Oklahoma City presents Montez at midday. Have a little word here from our sponsor, Mountain Man Scrub. Gives you time to get your smoke on. Fire something up, motherfucker. Pour you a drink or chill out. Be right back.
Mountain Man Scrub. As smooth as a river flows. MountainManScrub.com. Get your scrub on.
What it bees like up in chair? What it bees like up in chair? Welcome back. I just noticed that my brother Jason is watching, my boy Gerald, my dude Jacob, and who else out here? And my dude Jacoby. All these guys' names start with a J. But what are the odds of that? What are the odds of all the J's be in the room? That's a sign. That is a sign for sure. That is crazy. I'm buying a lottery ticket today, Susan. Buying a lottery ticket. Well, if you didn't know, or if you do know, that today is NFL Draft Day. Got Lil Willie with me. Say, what up, Lil Willie? What up, Lil Willie? What up, Lil Willie? Hey, that's okay. How's the barbecue? It's okay, Jordan. You'll be back. Jordan going to get us some barbecue. He'll be back. But I got Lil Willie and Jordan part of the show now. We're getting it in here today. Chilling and relaxing and reflecting the joy and happiness of the excitement that we share as NFL fans, that today is the NFL Draft Day. I am, state your name, Dre Montez. I are a Denver Bronco fan since 1982. And we're not going nowhere. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. I ain't going nowhere. I thought about leaving. I had a serious conversation with John Elway 2 weeks after the Super Bowl, and he broke it down to me. He's like, Dre, I know you've been there with me since 1981. I'm still a Bronco at heart, and I would like for you to remain with the Broncos as a part of me. So I said, John, you're right. Got you. So this evening, we will be doing a live show coverage of me watching the draft. I will be on the phone when I get the call as well, because I like to call the players. Put your brother on the phone. Put your brother on the phone. Yes. Hey, guess what? You're coming to Indianapolis, son. Pack your bags. You're a Colt now. Or I can play like the player. Hello? Yes. Yo, wait. Yo. Oh, my God. Yes. I'm so happy. Yes. Okay. I could do that. I could dress up like a prospective, draft pick, you know, had a tough look, had the tight suit on and shit. Boom. Right there. Boom. Boom. I may do something crazy and I look like I'm getting drafted now. But anyway, the draft. What do we hope? What do we think? The expectations going in this thing. What's considered a good draft? Here's what I was thinking about. Some teams know exactly what they want. They know how they're going to go about this. Others have a backup plan. And then you have those other teams where this is the best scenario I can put this. You ever been hungry and you went to the grocery store but didn't know what you wanted to eat? So you end up buying a bunch of shit. Then you get home and you realize you got the same shit that you went to the store and bought. And now you still hungry. You don't know what to eat. That's how some of the damn teams are approach the draft. But for the ones that are prepared, remember the key thing here is want versus need. You knew what was leaving. You know who's staying. You know who you got to negotiate with. Your needs and wants in free agency. And then there's the draft. That's how the draft board is set up. Now, if they can't follow those directions and instructions, why are they in the draft room? Who's controlling this thing? Is this thing going by? I don't want to hear no excuses. But from the fan perspective, there's a team right now that is thinking in their mindset, in their think tank, there's one player that they're looking for to change their franchise for the next 10 years. There are people that think like that now because what has happened in the past. There's nothing wrong with that thought process, but everything has to be in place in order for that to happen that type of way. We've seen it happen with people that miss guys, they come up regretting it. We hear about it in later interviews, whether in television or a magazine article, the regret. Well, I didn't see that coming. How you didn't see that coming? But you pick that. That's the thing right there that gets to me sometimes. They're watching the same thing we watch. They don't have a secret special television. They watch the same shit we watch in football when it comes to scouting talent and evaluating talent. They don't have a separate game they're watching when they're watching Florida play Texas. No, they're watching the same fucking two teams play. But who's reporting back to them? The top scout not going out there. They got other people to go out there. They probably got drones out there covering guys right now. But now is the point of getting it right. We give the draft a grading scale, the A through F. There is no such thing as a B minus and B plus, people. We're going A, B, C, D, F. That's it. There's no plus, there's no minus. Fuck that. We're going to be real with people this draft. But looking to get it right, building upon what you have, drafting somebody you know you're in the waiting line. Meaning, I'm not putting all this money in you to come out here and lose this. We know about that three-letter word we all hate. This is another thing. This is a commodity sale now. These are people investing in professional athletes right in front of us. So the owners are thinking the same thing we're thinking. You got to spend money what? The right way. You got to make the right decisions. You want to make sure this goes well. I don't think there's nobody in the top 15 in draft picks is thinking, well, this pick is only going to last me 2 years. I don't think nobody in the top 15 are thinking that. That's not the ideal way to think. Hope not. And then we've learned the past few years, if the coaching staff is not all on board with the selected player, what's going to happen, kids? They're not going to get along where? In camp. It happened with the Washington Commanders. It happened with the New York Football Jets. It happened with the Miami Dolphins. You draft players that everybody's not on the same page. The treatment of that player, the progression of that player is not going to go well. Now we got to get the grievance people involved. Now we got to get TMZ involved. Now we got to get video footage. So you got to make sure you're getting the right player and everybody's on board. Now, if that happens, we're going to have what, kids? A happy fucking NFL draft. But let's go over the rules and regulations again. Let's make sure that the moms, the baby mamas, the aunties, the grandmamas, everybody that had an involvement in raising your ass, know that the night is about you, the football player that's being drafted. It's about them. And baby mamas and side chicks, that's not your cell phone. Put it down. Rules and regulations right there. Okay. If you want to label them, baby mama on the left, side chick to the right, real mama stand behind me, let us know. Let us know. And we are checking outfits of everybody. Uncle Ray, Grandpa Leroy, Mr. Todd down the street. We checking everything tonight. So be sure y'all on point. We checking out. I just cannot believe it's the NFL draft. Because when your team is out of it, that's the first thing we're thinking about. Who the fuck we getting rid of? Who can we bring in here to change this shit? And who can we draft? That is the thought process when your team is out of it in fucking November. All right, moving right along. Okay, we did that. You get that. You want a good laugh? You want a good laugh? Let's take a break, bro. Let's take the transportation tales. Back in the day, I used to drive a 70-foot personnel boat in the Navy. Got out of the Navy, I became a truck driver. On the side of being a truck driver, I drove limos. Then I got into driving golf carts. You put all those together, I got some wild transportation stories. And I think I could turn into a small book of transportation tales. Just things you wouldn't, there's no way possible. You ever been a part of something by yourself? You had no friends, no family around you when you saw something, or you were part of something, you're like, no one's gonna believe this shit. And you just say, I'm just gonna keep it to myself. And you end up keeping all these stories that you've been a part of. Then you get to that think tank, or as us men call it, a spank tank, but the think tank of amazing transportation stories that I still remember like they all happened yesterday. I mean, some of them are pretty damn funny. And then some are very sexually explicit. None are fights. Police were never involved in anything. There was one chase scene. But I guess going downtown to the Battlehawks home opener and the Cardinals festivities, the first homestand, and seeing the golf carts. And now we have a new sponsor part of the show, STL Golf Cart Shuttle, 314-270-2407. They're running on the bottom of the screen here in the red for your game day transportation, not just for Cardinals, for the Blues, special events, special occasions. Maybe you got a birthday coming up this weekend and you want to get a bunch of golf carts together. They can help you out. They got you. But these transportation tales that I have, and the more and more I watch Tubi, if I get with the right person to help lay this out in storyboard fashion, I think we can put together something here. Because I'm telling you, you just, and many people know my personality. You automatically know these are not lies. These are all true tales that I saw back in the day when I had my own vision. I could what the hell? What the hell is going on back here? You want me to do what? You could go to the back page of the RFT for that, man. Hey, I don't know. I don't know, man. I have no idea how. I don't know. I don't know anybody that does that. That's a lot of money. You want me to do what with this? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. But if it was on Tubi and it says written, now, what if it says a Dre Montez film written by Dre Montez on Tubi? Y'all lose your damn mind. I wouldn't even promote it. I just see what happened as people are watching Tubi. What the fuck is this transportation tales? All right, we're gonna keep it moving right along. We're gonna keep it on a comedic side here. Well, I got a theme here going. Movies in a small town that have a scene with police officers, either the sheriff or the police department. I'm talking the comedy movies. And one of my favorites I think of is the one with Chevy Chase when he moves from the big city to the country to write a book about a robbery gone wrong called Funny Farm. Lord have mercy. This movie it was one of my favorite movies to watch when I was in the military. I swear, the movie is so. I would love to live in a town where the sheriff doesn't have a driver's license. He has to ride. He has to ride the back of a cab. And then the mailman, he drunk by the time he get to your mailbox. He just stole your damn mail. Any movie I watch, and I notice it's in a small town, and the sheriff is involved, I'm watching it. I am watching the movie. The sheriff either drinks something crazy, his daughter tripping, his son don't really talk to him, a strange wife, he's an alcoholic, he's too damn attractive to be single. Wait a minute. He's quirky, talks to himself. I'm watching it. Woo! We're going to keep this thing moving right along. As I told you, comedians forever and a day have always turned anything negative that has happened to them into a funny situation. That's why they say if you can't laugh at yourself, you can't laugh at all. And that's what comedians are telling you the truth about something that has happened to them or something that they witnessed. I cannot think of this guy's name for nothing, but he talks like he's having a conversation with one more person. He's like, hold on, let me talk to y'all for a minute. Hold on, let me sit down here for a second. Well, allegedly, he went to prison, I guess, for selling cocaine. And he's telling prison stories in the process of being in prison and the verbiage of in prison. And I'm telling you, this shit is so damn funny. And right now, what's going on with comedians, they got a rap battle, comedian battle shit going on. It's just wild right now what's going on in the entertainment world. But to find a way to use anything negative that has happened to you, any of your downfalls or your shortcomings, and you flip that around to laugh about it and make other people laugh about it, as well as educate people, that is a fucking talent and gift itself. That is talent. I love the creative mindset of people. That's why I love all these think tanks and incubators around town. You get some people that they go deep with it. They go really, really deep to do some very creative, simplistic things out here that are hard to explain, but easy to present and do. You know what I mean? It's like a fax machine. Explain that motherfucker is like, what? But to use it is pretty simple. That's what I mean by the think tank, the incubators around town. But the creative mindset is something else that these comedians are really tapping into, as well as some of these musicians around town and podcasters around town that I've been running into. I'm going to keep it right there on that. As you're trying to build your team, building your team, as not just in sports mind, but you're building your business team. That takes time. You're not trying to find an entire complete company of yourselves. You're trying to build a team that everybody knows how to do their job within the restraints of what you're doing to build this team that you're forming. The research that goes into getting a team. Like in music, not everybody can sing, lead. No, everybody has a job to do. Then when everybody does their job and enjoys doing their job, it makes it so much easier. But finding people to be a part of the team and get on the team is something else. And it goes up there with building your brand. I mean, what are you trying to say about your brand? Are you sure you're going about it the right way? when building your brand. I had a crazy idea on utilizing a lot of the empty space on Wash Ave. I know people immediately, when they start a band or a musician life or podcasting lifestyle, anything they want to do on themselves to find a way to monetize it, it takes time to build that brand. So what if it was a place you could be a part of? Let's say you just starting out as a musician, an artist, a podcaster, and you're trying to monetize it. You're in the early stages, meaning you've been doing this less than 2 years and you don't see any money. You're just losing money after money. You're thinking you're supposed to get a gig and instantly get paid right away, and it doesn't work that way. You think the first time you hit record and you put out a few hundred podcasts, you're like, where's the money? It doesn't work that way. What if it was a program that you could be a part of? You go to a place, you perform shows there, you do your podcast, you do your live streams, whatever. It's all free for you to perform, you to get your content out there. All of it is free, but it's setting you up to build your brand. There's no fee to you. There's no setup. There's no scam. Would that sound like something as a new artist, a new performer, a new podcaster, live streamer, independent person, would that be something that you would be interested in being a part of? Again, there are no hidden costs. There's no scam, no credit card information needed. All there's needed is you. If it was an available opportunity like that in downtown St. Louis on Wash Ave to utilize one of these buildings to put together something like that, I think we can get over 150 people to be involved with something like that. And this event or location will be open 24 hours. It's never going to stop. I want to constantly have people in there nonstop, building your brand, building your team. And it can also be a place for people to build their resume, the folks behind the scenes, the engineers, the sound mixers, the lightings, the website designers, the videographers. It's a place to show off your talents, build your portfolio, and get your shit out there as a group, as a team, and as a unit. And if out of this opportunity, you're able to put together the pieces to build your own team and brand better, that's what this location would be for. That's what this opportunity would be for. It's not a longevity opportunity. So you get this location to use it for 6 months to get all this done for you, to build your team and your brand. Would that be something you think the people of St. Louis, the musicians, the we call them influencers out here, would that be something, again, wouldn't cost you a dime, just you being there? No catch, no hook, just hard work, just attacking the process. Coming there and do what you said you were going to do. You want to build your team, you want to build your brand, you want to get your content out there. Let's go. Because a lot of people they're worried about equipment and they're worried about money. Let's take that shit away. It's like when I played ball. I had a coach that said, the biggest issue I see with softball players, money is the issue, and money is the issue. So what if I take the money situation away and you just concentrate on playing ball? How about that? Makes life a lot easier. If you're able to do your job and you don't have to worry about buying the equipment or marketing yourself, somebody else does all that, all you have to do is just show up and do your thing and go home. I don't think there's a problem with that, to help you build your team and build your brand. I think this could happen and pop off in downtown St. Louis. If everything goes the right way, as it should. This was shocking to me when I found this out. The very first HBCU, historically black college university in the state of California, is set to open. The first. It's 2024. It's called Houston Toastin. HBCU, the first in the state of California. We got some work to do. Speaking of work to do, if it does happen, talking about TikTokers out there, do you have a backup plan for all the content that you have out there that you put in TikTok? What is your backup plan? Speaking of backup plan, What's on your menu tonight if you're having a draft party? You having the crew over, you having the ladies over in the shoe shed and shit. Y'all smoking cigar, y'all smoking that good shit. You got a bottle. You just chilling by yourself with your feet up in the recliner. What's going on? I'm doing meatballs, popcorn, and maybe a good dip. I'm just keeping it real simple. I don't have time for a fork because I'm going to be talking. But again, we're only doing the first 10 picks. Don't know what you're doing for the draft this evening, but you're more than welcome to tune on in, comment, complain, raise your hand, point your finger. Listen what this crazy sumbitch just said, whatever it may be. Again, expected lineup should be D from D&D Don't Get Butthurt. My oldest daughter, Quan, my oldest son, Storm, my son, Dre Jr., and my son, Tim. All should be chiming in as the draft is in Detroit. Shout out to my son, Tim, up in Detroit, D-Town. But it's going on tonight. So we have about 4 hours to get some stuff done. Day drinking. We got a tailgate for the draft. Don't you agree? I have to tailgate. All right. So we're going to get up out of here. Lil Willie, tell the folks bye. Lil Willie said we out. Already in the building. That's okay, buddy. Bring us back some barbecue. He said he's going to bring us back some barbecue, guys. Bring us back some barbecue. Some barbecue. But thanks for tuning in, good people, good folks. Again, shout out to all the folks that are celebrating NFL Draft Day 2024. Shout out to all the NBA fans out there. NBA playoffs, yeah, baby, because it's a man, baby. Yeah, go Lakers. Go Lakers. Go Lakers. Exciting series still between the New York Knickerbockers and the Sixers. Man, I'm telling you, that is fantastic. And go NHL playoffs. Get out a bingo card and see how many kids you can spot at sporting events during the week. Thursday, not a weekday. I'm talking Sunday games, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Nah, they don't count. Thursday, shit. Anybody can go to the game on a Thursday and handle it. But until next time, we're going to get out of here. Get some vittles in us. Get some day drinking. Shake some babies. And kiss some dogs. All right, good people. Thank you for tuning in to CertaPro Painters. Oklahoma City presents Montez at midday. Until next time, we'll see you. Peace. And we